Our school is in a very, very challenging area. It's a very deprived area. We're high on all the indices of challenge and poverty. But we have got wonderful students.
Not many kids can put on their CV that they've built a plane.
I love building them.
The Royal Aeronautical Society is a professional membership association for anyone interested or working in aerospace and aviation, working closely with Boeing on a challenge for schools to build a light aircraft.
I was interested in engineering, and when the opportunity came up to build a plane, I just got excited and couldn't wait to start.
STEM is science, technology, engineering and maths. It's an overarching phrase for those disciplines.
Well, it's been a very exciting 2 years. Our plane has now been completed. It's passed all its certificates and it's now flying. It has a solar flight. We've flown pupils in it. It has flown at Cosford Air Show and was the first school's plane ever to fly there. And at 3:15 today, it'll fly at Farnborough.
The Light Aircraft Association, as it is today, was very much involved in creating the mechanism by which these aircraft could be approved to meet both government standards and the standards of insurance companies for allowing young people to fly in the aircraft once they're built, and that's a very important part of it.
This project has changed people's lives, and if you change 15, 20 lives for all of that life, that is a huge impact.
Without the project, I wouldn't be where I am now. To go into teaching myself, I need a lot of confidence, and by doing presentations that are involved with the project and talking to different external schools doing the project themselves has helped my confidence grow enormously.
5 years ago when we bid for it, it was to put education in context. It was to show the kids why we were doing things in the classroom that would help them in careers. For most students, seeing the context is what makes the difference between doing well and not doing well. You get some kids who want to do well at everything. You get some kids who aren't interested in anything at all. The majority of kids, if they can see the point in something, they'll get interested in it.
A number of our pupils have followed the skills they've learned on the project into their careers. We have some that have gone into the forces, some that have got apprenticeships, and some that have gone on to university, all of which has been influenced by the Build a Plane project.
I take electronics and graphics, and this actually helps me. And that if you don't work as a team, you could ruin the whole build.
One day in the future, I'd like to be in an engineering company. It helps me learn because we find out about electronics and or the metal and that, and how different types of metal works better on the plane.
These are the elevators, and they make the plane go up and down. I've met people who I didn't think that I would be friends with. I've actually met more people who had more experience and designers, as I want to be a designer.
On the plane, I have been working on all these, which leads to the buttons at the front in the fuel tank to enable the pilot to use the plane.
I wouldn't say they're easy to build. There's a certain amount of engineering knowledge required. These youngsters wouldn't have been able to do it on their own. It's been important that we've got some people who are retired and able to give the time and have got the engineering experience to help them along. I've helped to build the aeroplane with the youngsters. It's been a special project. It's great to be able to enthuse them in aviation and engineering, and to be able to display the aeroplane at an air show like this shows them what can be done.
We've had first year kids directing sixth form kids. We've had people from different backgrounds with different educational needs, all being together as part of a team.
The Royal Aeronautical Society will continue to inspire people and take forward the innovation and aeronautical achievement that's been made possible by some of the pioneers that have come before us.
We've got a new project now called the Falcon Initiative, also still sponsored by Boeing, and that's basically the opportunity to build a flight simulator. So we have 10 schools, each given £500 to build a flight simulator prototype. And then we've picked 2 schools at the final who each get £5,000 to build a fully working motion flight simulator. The Falcon Initiative will have the same STEM, so science, technology, engineering and maths objectives as Schools Build a Plane does. It does it in a different way, so it teaches more design, manufacturing, and still you've got students doing project management as well. It's also an easier opportunity, so with Schools Build a Plane we had 6 schools, with Falcon we've got 10, so it enables more young people to see all the different things that we do.
humid air goes through here. This one takes in the hot air from the exhaust, which is mixed together in this box here, which goes into the carburetor.
Well, this is a home-built microlight. Its maximum weight is 450 kilograms.
Past president of the Royal Aeronautical Society, based of course at Hamilton Place in London, and it's a great pleasure to have you in the commentary box.
Welcome to Farnborough. We do have parachuting today at the beginning of the show, and they will be dropping onto the DZ.
It's not every day you get to fly with test pilots and top display pilots from around the world. To be able to fly at Farnborough International Air Show, for me, it's like an amateur footballer playing with the professionals in a World Cup at Wembley.
Whilst we're building the plane, one of our young people, Georgia Williams, unfortunately passed away. So we did the call sign GW for Georgia Williams and FT for Ferret, which was her nickname. Her parents, after her death, set up a trust called the Georgia Williams Trust with the aim of promoting experiences for young people in the Telford and Wrekin area. As we wanted Georgia's name to be remembered, and every time our plane flies, it's in her memory, we're going to buy the plane for the Trust so that STEM activities and flight experiences for young people in Telford and Wrekin will continue, and each time they go up, Georgia goes with them.
We've got a lot of bright stars ahead of us in the future of the industry.
We had a new headmaster. He came to see the builder plane. One session, we didn't know he was coming, and he just walked in. And the next day in staff briefing, he described it as one of the most significant events he'd seen in 20 years of teaching. And I thought, wow, from an education professional, that really is a big endorsement.